Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I wanted to talk about the way to auto-battle Samson and Nimes level 70 versions. And so I'm going to basically pick the two best characters to do each auto-battle. Right? I will also do videos on Valen and Rocky, as well as Adon and Jones when they're available. So, in any case though, for Samson, this video will do Samson first, then Nimes. Right? And Samson is kind of unique. It does also depend on which characters your allies bring. I personally do prefer, let's say, bringing Ledin, who has Overlord's badge specifically just for this fight. And the Overlord's badge is purely for the immunity to mobility reduction. As for skills, well, I personally think Ledin bringing both Burning Sun and Divine Guard to keep the Divine Guard active for as long as possible is the best option. And then that way, your Elwyn can choose to bring a single target strike skill, which is Roar or Sun Slash, doesn't really matter which one, and he'll probably bring the faction buff. Right. Occasionally, I may rotate. If one of my allies randomly chooses to bring Ledin, I'll probably rotate and bring Yulia. Now, Yulia should preferably bring the soldiers Amazon champions, if you have access to them. My Yulia doesn't, because once again, my Yulia currently does not have the Blade of the Goddess class, so it doesn't have access to those soldiers yet. But nonetheless, it's workable even without those soldiers, you know. Zealots already do have plus 45% or have up to plus 45% to all stats if they're at level 10, which makes them really, really strong in this fight anyways. Plus, even if Yulia dies, she revives. So, with that covered, let's get into the Aniki battle and get started on level 71. And I'm just going to randomly create one, so I just want 1 or 2 people to join me. Doesn't really matter if it's 1 or 2. I'll do 2, I guess, because that way I can demonstrate the battle with just 2 characters rather than 3. Although, if no one joins, I'll quickly just start. There we go. So, Ledin and Elwyn, right? Elwyn because he is my Lancer character, Ledin because, you know, it's Ledin. Actually, in this case, because my allies brought Vargas and whatnot, I can actually bring Bernhard successfully. To buff them up. But regardless, this works out fine too. So, party is ready. Let's just get started. And in truth, even if my allies don't do much, I know that Ledin and Elwyn together can clear this map. Now the surprise here is one of my allies, Mad Max, did not turn on auto battle. So this might be a bit slower than usual because he has to take time to do his turns. So yeah, you can see here we have the delay while he takes time to act. And here is the Macho Blast, which was drawn out by Leon, because everyone else had Everyone else had lancers of some kind. Okay. So now, on this turn, the remaining enemies start triggered to move automatically. So here they come. They start charging in. My Elwyn decides to charge into a Lancer, or sorry, an infantry, but he heals pretty close to full anyway, so it's not a big deal. The main point though is that it shows that my Elwyn is basically unkillable. Oh, I was wrong. Elwyn can be killed by the mage. Nonetheless, with all these Lancer class characters, they get wiped. And all that's left is the Mage General, which is killed by one of the Varkuses. Last but not least will be the auto battle against Aniki Nimes. So this one is really the easiest by far because Nimes mostly has demon units. So as long as you bring characters who are holy class, specifically Chris, Shafaniel, and Yulia, you'll clear it pretty easily. So for my clear, preferably you want characters who can be faction buffed by you want characters who can be faction buffed. So for example, I will bring Yulia as well as Shafaniel. So that Shafaniel will buff up Yulia, and Yulia with Zealots will absolutely crush everything, which are mostly demon units with a few holy characters. So yeah, let's just get started then. Here we go. And all I need to do is turn on auto battle, and away to go. The preferred characters for sure though are Yulia and Chris. At least that's what I think. The funny thing is disposal will likely slow down this clear a bit, but it's not a big deal. actually. It's kind of annoying. The characters that Estro brought in general are slowing this down. Ozil and Leon both are rather useless here. At least Bozo did one-shot the healer there, so that helps. Now it's just time for your characters to march to Nimes. I do think Bozo is an unfortunate choice. He's fast, but he draws all the attention and he doesn't hit very hard in this particular battle. Nonetheless, battle's nearly over, just like this. There we go. And I should also note that my Yulia is actually not exactly complete yet. I mean, don't get me wrong, she is pretty far built at this time, but she is not complete in the sense that she's missing a few bond upgrades and so on. My Yulia currently is 5 stars, 5953 power, right? Int is 476 plus 356, and she does not have her Blade of Light or Blade of the Goddess classes unlocked yet, which is a huge limitation because as a result, I don't have access to her third bond. So you can see her hero boost, it's missing 15% attack here, and I think 15% magic defense. I think it's missing those 2 stats at this time. But nonetheless, she did her job, right? She does have pretty much her final set of gear with a good amount of int increase. So it's working out, even with single class mastery. And as for the class mastery enchants, well, I currently do have plus 60 int. This maxes out at plus 80, so plus 60 is a pretty solid option. Not quite maxed out, but high enough. So that's everything I wanted to say in this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you found this information useful in your attempts to auto-battle the Anikis to farm for materials. Thanks for watching, everyone. Nitro out.